only effect that I saw is in June when we decided to storm Parliament. That was cool.
And they achieved it.
They achieved it. But
the finance bill, they achieved it.
The finance bill was
the pressure on the president.
But the finance bill is still here.
Yeah, it's still coming through the doors. But
because
the effect, at least the president felt like now people are not touching United as he thought.
Okay, I think what we've not learned over the years is that if we decide to come together and act as one, politicians will be very afraid. They'll not be able to, because the reason politicians are corrupt is because we've made it okay for them to be corrupt. You know, if the public was like, so the treasury was given 20 billion and 15 billion is missing and there's no evidence.
And there's no one asking about it.
You go to where the minister lives, you burn his house, you look for his properties, you burn them down. You look for him, you burn him down. I mean, you look for him, you even hang him. You won't have any politician who will try to steal money. Because you can't tell me that you go to courts, 15 billion is not there, and there's no evidence, and so someone is not being convicted. That's nonsense. If I give you money, and the money is not there, who is answerable to that question? You. And if you're not answerable to those questions, it means you know where the money went. Because you can't tell me that there's an accountant in the treasury who made the money disappear. No, that's a lie. The only person who knows where the money is either the minister or the president. You know, in Kenya, we're used to things like, umekuwa minister of finance na umetoka bila chochote. If you have that mindset as people, it means if I'm here, I'm supposed to enrich myself. So that when one day I'm not minister anymore,
we'll have something to hold.
Yes, I'm creating a dynasty. Because in Kenya, I think I don't know of any dynasty in Kenya that is built on business. You know, in America you can name a few. You can name the Rockefellers, the Waltons, the DuPonts. In Kenya you can't name any, right? If you talk about the Kenyatta's politics, the Moi's politics, the Biwot's politics, you talk about the Nyachayas and Kisii politics, you talk about the Kirubis politics, you talk about the Negua's politics. So if you talk about the Chandarias, those are not Kenyan. I don't think they are Kenyans.
They are Indians.
These are Indians, right? You talk about
this guy of Mombasa Cement.
Yes, those are Indians.
Yeah.
So for Kenyans that are trying to make a dynasty out of politics, maybe I can name Christopher Kirubi. I can name
Macharia.
SK Macharia. I can name James Mwangi of Equity. Maybe, yes, maybe.
Right. But they are still one way or another involved in politics.
Yes. So politics has a big factor in contributing to whether or not you're rich in this country, and that makes the system rotten to the core. So for us to eradicate this system is to make sure that you have a leader who has a good manifesto, who doesn't have any case of corruption to answer, who has never been into politics before, who is a new force into the game. Because if you elect Raila Odinga was in Kanu. Raila Odinga has worked with Moi. The same forest, different monkeys.
Yes.
You return Ruto to the seat, you're stupid. You elect Kalonzo Musyoka, same forest, different monkeys. You go down, you elect Wamalwa. So you must find a new person who is coming into this thing, who can run a country. You know, we need a leader. We don't need people who are going to please others. You know, we have people pleasers. In this country, it takes money to win an election. That's the truth. And if it takes money to win an election, it means you're going to be given money by people who will want their money back.
Okay. So because of time, what are the possible coalitions which we might have?
The possible coalitions. I'm looking at Raila Odinga, William Ruto. When you're talking Raila Odinga, William Ruto, it means the Coastal Bloc, the Nyanza Bloc. It means the Rift Valley, the Western Bloc. It's sealed, right? So you come to Rigathi Gachagua, who is coming in with Kalonzo and Eugene. They can put up a big fight.
They can.
They can put. But if you combine Raila Odinga and William Ruto, it's a done deal. At 10 in the morning, it's a done deal. Yes, it's a done deal. It's not even at 10 in the morning, at 7. But we are talking about Ruto winning this thing.
There are some doubts.
There's no doubt. As long as Raila Odinga has his sycophants following Ruto, it's a done deal.
But I think people have still learn, but that's will be a topic of another day, guys. This is the Sphere Arena family, and that's our part 1. Be ready for part 2. And I'm Francis Mowo.
This is Ephraim Juma. I'm the African historian.